Hello everyone, what are y'all doing? Busy? Busy in the rain? Getting wet in the rain? Oh come on, I'm kidding. I'm just asking y'all to be ready to listen to the voice of the rain. I'm Krishna Priya from Vidhyalakshmi school to help you out to listen to the voice of the rain. Yes, this is class 11 poem that we have, and it is Voice of the Rain. And this is a poem written by Walt Whitman, and I'm sure you might have experienced the same kind of a situation at some time or the other in your life. Yes? Whatever your age might be, maybe you're a little kid, maybe you're a teenager, you're a grown-up, or whoever you are, you might have really experienced such a kind of a situation where you feel like getting wet in the rain, and it's something which all like. Yes? I cannot say all, maybe I should say the majority of them. So before I continue with the explanation, let me read the whole poem for you and then we'll go line by line. So what is this? This is the Voice of the Rain and written by Walt Whitman. Here we go. And who art thou? Said I to the soft falling shower, which strange to tell, gave me an answer as here translated. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Eternal I rise, impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea, upward to heaven, whence vaguely formed altogether, changed and yet the same. I descend to lave the droughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe, and all that in them without were seeds only, latent, unborn, and make pure and beautify it. For the song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, regged or unregged, duly with love returns. So you might have experienced the same kind of a situation, isn't it? True? Yes. It's something beautiful and makes us think, how nice it is. And what if at all the rain speaks to you? Can you listen to the voice of the rain? So we should understand that this is a poem which is a conversation between the poet and the rain. So in the place of the poet, each individual can get himself or herself too. So the rain explains its eternal journey in its birthplace, that is earth, to the poet. So what is this about? The way the rain originates and how it starts its life, how it ascends high up and how it descends back to its place. This is the whole scenario and this is the whole poem that we are going to deal with in this, the Voice of the Rain. So let's go line by line and learn the words, meanings and the remaining explanation. So let me take the first 4 lines now. And who art thou? I said to the soft falling shower, which strained to tell, gave me an answer as here translated. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Eternal I rise, impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. So what is it that the poet says here? It's not the poet, I should say, it is the poem. And who is that? Who is the speaker? It is the rain. It is because the poet is telling us how the rain speaks. He's telling, who art thou? Who art thou means, who are you? That's the poetic language. Who are you? The poet is asking the rain. It is the soft falling shower. So understand the soft falling shower as this, the rain. He is asking the soft falling shower, the rain, who are you? Which, strange to tell, gave me an answer as here translated. And the poet himself feels that it's a strange thing. Why is it a strange thing? It is because rain here is speaking. Can rain speak? We can't expect, isn't it? But rain here is speaking. And because it is speaking, he finds it strange. He is translating whatever the rain has spoken to us. And so, I I. Who is this I? Again, it is the rain. The rain is speaking. It's telling that it is a poem. The rain calls itself a poem. A poem of what? Of the earth. And it is telling that it rises. Eternal I rise, impalpable, out of the land and the bottomless sea. So eternal. What is eternal? Never ending. And impalpable, what does it mean? Which cannot be described. So he's telling you we cannot describe it at all. It is a different kind of a phenomena and it is impalpable. In case we look at the rain like this, it's really marvelous, isn't it? Coming from somewhere but back again to the earth. That's the reason he's telling that it is a poem of the earth. It's because from up it comes down and it's originating from the bottom of the sea. So this is what is there here with the meanings. Let's see how it goes on. Now, in case we take science as a feature, we all know the water cycle, isn't it? This is the bottom of the sea that the poet is talking about. That is the rain. In this context, I should say the rain is talking. It's telling that it is evaporating. When it says that it is from the bottom, let's see, it's coming down, from down, the evaporation process is starting. And it goes up because of the sun. Again, we know how the droplets, water vapor forms into droplets and then into clouds and then condensation takes place. It comes down as rain. And later on, because of the heat, it starts evaporating, isn't it? This is the process and this is how the poet is explaining us the words of rain in his words. So this is the beautiful one, the rain drop by drop. We can see how it falls everywhere. And each person might have at least looked through the window or standing near the doorstep watching how beautiful it is, isn't it? Water is the source of life and we all know how important it is for all the living creatures. And so, this is this. Now, upward to heaven whence vaguely formed, altogether changed and yet the same, I descend to leave the droughts, atomies, just layers of the globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. Now, the rain is continuing to tell what it does. It comes from up, isn't it? Because we know that we get rain from up the sky, that is from the clouds. That is a scientific process that we all know. Whence, the meaning of the word whence is given, it is where. From where does it come? It's from up the clouds, vaguely, not clear, vaguely formed, means it's not clearly formed and it's changing altogether and yet the same. How can you say that it is changing altogether and yet the same? It is because of the process of evaporation, the water cycle. Evaporation, forming into small droplets, later gathered in the clouds, and then because of the cool air, it condenses and it changes its form and comes down as rain. I descend. Descend means come down. I descend. Why does the rain come to us? It is to lave, that is to wash or to bathe. What does it wash or bathe? The droughts. What's the drought? A place where there is no rain. What happens when there is no rain? The earth gets caked like this. We cannot grow anything in such kind of land, isn't it? It's because the land is craving for water. And when there is no water, it's called as a drought. And if years together there is no rain, the land becomes like this. It loses its fertility. We cannot grow anything. And there is even atomies, there is small particles and dust layers of the globe. That's nothing but all sand, mud, everything. And what happens when there is no rain? When there is rain, we can understand how green it is. Yes, and when there is drought, we can see how it is. Dry, brown, no green. And green is the source of life, isn't it? So when there is no rain, what happens? And all that in them without me. That means wherever it is, Wherever there is earth, that is on the globe, when there is no rain, what happens? There remain seeds only. They do not become plants. They just remain the seeds. Only when there is soil which is soft, loose, you get a little sapling, isn't it? If it is not there, can we grow anything in this place? In the caked land? We cannot do. That is the reason why the poet says, here the rain tells that the seeds are seeds itself. They do not grow. They are latent, means hidden. They are buried and they are unborn. They cannot be born. It is because we know that for the sake of germination, we need air, water, sunlight, isn't it? And when there is no water, how can it grow? It cannot. That is what the poem is about, and the rain is speaking to us its work. So now you see how it is. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin and make pure and beautify it. For the song issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment, wandering, regged or unregged, duly with love returns. So what is this? What is this rain doing? The rain is telling very clearly that whether it's day or it's night, we can see night and day here, isn't it? Whatever it might be, in the 24/7, it could be day or it could be night. It is giving back life to my own origin. What is this own origin? To the earth. It is giving back life to this earth, the globe, the whole of the world, and make pure and beautify it. When it's giving back life to this earth, what is happening to the earth? It's becoming beautiful. It's becoming pure. How is it becoming pure? It's because people get sufficient water. It's not just people. It's all the living creatures. And when there is abundance of water, plants grow. There is green. Everywhere we find greenery. And this greenery is good for the eyes, it's good for the animals, it's good for all of the human beings also. Isn't it? And it's telling for the song issuing from its birthplace. This is a song itself and it's issuing from the birthplace. Where is the birthplace? Earth again. Starting from there, going up, coming down back to the earth. And what is it doing? It is a fulfillment. Whatever it has to do, it's like its duty. It is fulfilling the duty, even though it has wandered around, gone around. It's telling regged or unregged. Now let's see what's the meaning of regged or unregged. It means whether cared for or not cared for. Whether you care about the rain or you don't care about the rain, what it does, it does. So it doesn't wait, oh, someone is not ready to appreciate me, I'm not going to calm down. It's nothing like that. So it does not affect the poet. That is the rain. Whether someone is listening to it, someone is able to understand the benefit that rain is giving, even if anyone understands or they don't understand also, the rain is ready to give back whatever it has to give. That is what this is, the voice of the rain. I hope everyone has understood what it is. So what is it that it is telling? It is talking about care that we get. Isn't it? This is the care. This is the care and this is the growth. When there is growth, when do we get growth? Only when it rains, isn't it? And what is this water? It is the source of life. All these are provided only because of this rain. Only because this rain comes, everything is possible. And whatever it has got, it's giving back. So remember, whenever you're doing something, whatever you are getting, learn to give back. Especially with double the interest, then it's good. Someone shows you kindness, show them double the kindness. But remember, don't do the negative one double. Just forgive them and forget it. This is what is the lesson that we have to learn from this voice of the rain. So here you can see the way it originates, wherever it is from the hills, like glaciers, water comes down into the oceans, and there again it starts the evaporation. It forms clouds and comes down again as rain. This is the cycle that we have to remember. Starting place and coming back again to the same thing. Now, what are the literary devices that we have here? Just a few of them are there. The first and the foremost thing that we should remember is personification. And personification is making any inanimate thing as animate, or else, to put it in another way, to give a person-like qualities to something or someone else or some of the creature. In this context, who has been personified? It is the rain. So, the rain is personified. That's the first thing. And the second one that we have is metaphor. And metaphor is comparing one thing to another thing without the usage of as or like. Understood? So, he's calling it messenger of mercy. So, it is like the messenger of mercy. If like comes there, it becomes simile. If we are directly telling that it's messenger of mercy, it becomes metaphor. And the next one is hyperbole. And in this hyperbole, it is exaggerated statement. Means making a small point also into a magnified proportion one. And that's the reason it's telling it is bottomless sea. We can simply say sea, but the poet is telling it is bottomless sea. How can the sea not have a bottom? It does have. That is the seabed, isn't it? That is that. And the next one is imagery. Imagery in the sense you get certain pictures into your mind's eye. So when anyone tells about soft falling shower, what do you get? Immediately you get the pitter-patter raindrops, isn't it? That is the imagery. And then alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the consonant sounds in the beginning of the words in close proximity in any given line. So soft falling shower, distant droughts. Here we have sir, and here we have da and da. That's that. I hope you got everything from this poem, The Voice of Rain. Please do like, share and comment. All the best. Bye.